It is crazy how the weather's, but we're all going to end up getting sick, and it's not going to be a COVID thing. We're all going to get colds because of the damn weather, you know?
Yeah. That's going to be awkward when someone's sniffling and you think they have COVID.
You're like, no, it's just golfing yesterday, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about big plans. I'm excited for you, man. It's going to end up being, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but that's how confident I am. It's going to end up being another #1 for you. And I wonder what the celebration's going to be like, what the feeling's going to be like, because with this song, it's a lot more personal for you. And of course, Lauren as well. So can you talk about that a little bit and how you guys are going to party afterwards?
Yeah, man. Honestly, I'm so pumped that, I feel like this song has been like the little engine that could. It's been around for so long and just keeps going. Obviously super proud of it because it's a personal song for me, and I used it to propose to my wife, and a lot of people know that story now, but I had no idea that I would even put it out to the public for anybody to have, but just judging off the reaction from the video that we had put out there, we decided to put the song out there, and then decided it would be a single, and here we are approaching what could potentially be a #1, and I am very, very excited about that. Fingers crossed it happens, and if it does, I do not know how I will celebrate, but I will find a cool way to celebrate with as many people as possible.
It is a very personal song. You are a songwriter on it, obviously, and there's a lot between you and Lauren there. When you decide to release a song like this, it's kind of, I imagine, I've never done it. I imagine it's kind of like showing people your diary or your journal. You know what I mean? Like, so is there a little part of you in your head that goes, what if they don't like it? Do I want to be this personal? Do I want to put this out there? And there's got to be a little bit of fear there, right?
Are you talking about like with Lauren, or are you talking about with fans?
I think in both of them in general, right? Because you've got this really personal song that's about your, you guys are celebrities, but you're real people. You know what I mean? And like, you're putting this out there for everyone else to kind of see your raw relationship, right?
Yeah, with Lauren, obviously I was incredibly nervous for that moment because I decided so late. I couldn't figure out anything good to do as far as a proposal goes. I knew I'd already planned on doing it in her parents' backyard on Father's Day, all that kind of stuff. But then this song kind of just randomly happened, and then we couldn't finish it the first time around. Finished it, third time joining the room and trying to get it right. And I said, guys, I plan on proposing to Lauren in the next few months. Maybe we could write a proposal in, and that's honestly how it happened. But yeah, I play lots of demos for Lauren, and she gives me her honest opinion. Some she loves and a lot that she doesn't love, which I appreciate. But yeah, I wasn't sure exactly how she would feel on this one. I think I knew it was a sweet enough moment that I think she would at least appreciate it and not say she didn't love it, even if she didn't. But yeah, I think I'm just glad that she said yes, because it'd have been really awkward. She said no.
Do you think she had any idea? Because I went back and I watched the music video with the proposal, and you pull out this, the box that the ring's in, and you're wearing the tight jeans. And I'm like, that box is gigantic. If she put her arms around you at any moment, she would have been like, what is this in your pants right now?
Yeah. So I literally put it in the back of my pants right as I knew I was about to play that song. Basically, the way that I did this and the way I was able to capture it on video without her knowing was we had planned on doing this YouTube thing, and I was on tour with Brad Paisley at the time, and we were playing up in Washington, the night before this. And we just said, hey, let's stay at your parents' house in Portland, Oregon for a few days and hang out. And while we're at it, why don't we get some video footage of your family, since it's going to be Father's Day. We plan on cooking out in the backyard. And we'll have this so we don't have to fly up to Portland randomly to get some footage. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. So I knew I was in at that point when I could get it on video and all that kind of stuff without her realizing what I was trying to do. And just like any other day that I would come home and play a demo for her, I just said, hey, babe, we had a radio playing outside that I could plug my phone into and play a song through. And her family knew to already be out there. I said, guys, I'm about to do it. Just kind of be out there sitting around. I said, baby, I just got a demo back that I want to play for you, kind of thing. And basically just played it there. And when it got to that third verse, to make sure that she was not zoning out and that she was actually listening to the words, I needed her to hear the proposal to know what was happening. I said, baby, this is my favorite part. Make sure you're listening.
That's so good. So good.
And then, yeah, so she heard the proposal there. And, you know, I'm just glad that people like the song. And I think one of the coolest other parts to the whole thing for me was every night that I played the song live, a proposal would happen. And I was able to watch guys go through what I went through in her parents' backyard, where I blacked out. I don't even remember what I was supposed to say. None of that kind of stuff. It just, and I watch guys do that every night on stage. When they take that microphone from me, get up there in front of all those people, very nerve-wracking moment. They would forget everything that they wanted to say, everything. Yep. It would usually just turn into "marry me" kind of thing. It was about all they could think about to say.
Well, that's got to be unbelievable for you, because you black out. Same thing happened when I asked my wife. But the one thing I do remember is a song that was our song, and it's a song called "Overwhelmed" by a dude named Tim McMorris. But you now have that song, that's your song with Lauren, but you're sharing it with about 1 million other people that have that. I mean, that's got to be like on another level, dude.
Yeah, you know what? When people take a song that's personal to you and can kind of turn it into their own story, I think that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate way to write a song. You want people to take a song and turn it into their own story. Just like you said for that song y'all loved. You know, same thing for me. There's honestly not a better feeling in the world than being able to do that and for people to react in that way.
One more question about your relationship, and then we'll get back to you know, all the music, and maybe I can get a little bit of sneak peek of some new stuff that you're working on. But you talk about how you and Lauren, you know, you guys hung out, then you went on this Bahamas vacation a couple years after, just as friends. Is there a moment from that trip, that vacation, when you realized specifically, I want a little bit more from this?
Yeah, I can't think of a specific moment. I just know that we had a really good time. I think there was, you know, as far as the Bahamas trip goes, I can't pinpoint a specific moment that she kind of made me say, you know, I want something a little bit more from this. But I remember her kind of pulling away from me, and we were both the same. We weren't looking, neither one of us were looking for a relationship. I definitely wasn't. And she had just kind of gotten out of a relationship. So it was kind of one of those things. Neither one of us were looking or even wanting it. And we were both kind of fighting that, I know for sure. In fact, you know, I want to say that I don't think she had planned on seeing me after that trip, but I had such a great time that I put in the work for the first time in my life. I actually put in the work. I FaceTimed her every day after that, and eventually just won her over.
Good for you, man. That's awesome. Kept at it.
I had to work for it. She made me work for it. That's for
sure. Usually the best things in life you have to work for, right? So there you go.
True.
So big plans. I'm assuming it's part of a bigger project. And I'm wondering if you can give me any details on that. I know the last album, you had a collab track with Tori Kelly. Is there anything that you can kind of give me a sneak peek on with what you're working on?
Yeah, I don't really know a lot at this point. I finally just got into the studio about a week and a half ago. So I'm very excited to kind of get that ball rolling. You know, this quarantine has given me an opportunity to write as many songs as possible, which has been great. You know, I feel like I'm getting songs that I would have never have gotten had I been out on the road. And maybe that's a way to prolong, you know, my career in a way, is hopefully get a few more great songs that I can record and get out there, and fingers crossed that they could do well on the radio as well. So yeah, I don't have any specifics on any of that stuff, other than I am in the studio. I'm getting the ball rolling. I've got to go lay some vocals down. And yeah, I'm definitely thinking about some collabs. I'm not sure exactly who that's with at this point, but I have some songs that could kind of lend themselves to that. So for my own sake, fingers crossed, I can find a perfect fit.
You know, it's funny. I keep saying this when I get to talk to songwriters like you. The COVID has really been terrible in a lot of different ways, but I keep telling people the thing that's going to be great is that all of these creative genius people like yourself, who have been locked down and not as busy as you would have been if you're touring every single night, all you're doing is writing songs. So the music we're going to get in 2021 is going to be on another level. Like, no joke, right?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, from all artists, it's going to be there's going to be some great songs coming out of this. I guarantee it. And fingers crossed, I got a few of them.
Right? Let's do some fun quick fire questions. Number one, the number one thing that you miss from being on the tour bus all the time.
um, I think just my guys at this point, the band guys. I mean, it's been obviously such a weird thing for all of us to kind of be. We were together every single day, and now we haven't seen each other in a long time. It's pretty crazy. So I would say, just off the top of my head, I feel like those guys.
What one movie have you watched the most? Any movie all time you've watched it the most?
Happy Gilmore
Great answer.
or Home Alone. I've probably seen that one a lot.
What would Lauren say is the most annoying thing that you do?
Um, I'm too crazy over my yard, so she gets annoyed at that.
You're like the TikTok, the Home Depot music in the background, looking at the lawn, making sure it's even,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, literally, that is me.
Last one. Have you ever used the twin thing to your advantage? And if so, can you give me an example? Trying to get out of something, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I haven't. However, in fourth grade, we did switch classes, didn't get away with it, but I feel like my twin brother definitely uses it
Sure.
to his advantage, that I'm a country singer.
Right. Sure. Absolutely. That's great. Chris, I'm excited, man. Big plans. We're going to be celebrating number one. We're going to be playing the song here in a couple of minutes. I'm excited for you. Early congrats. Again, I don't want to jinx it, but early congrats. And I can't wait to see what you got coming out in 2021, man. Thank you so much.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Enjoy that snow.
Thank you, man.
All right. Later.